It's pickup time, bitch!
Hello world, welcome to another episode of Gazz's Pickups. Now then, it's been a couple of weeks since I did the last episodes. The last one I recorded last week, the sound didn't work very well on the video, so I just bundled it all up into one. Anyway, first thing out the bag. Ooh. It's a bit of a yellowed Star Wars figure of Logray. Now, I love the Ewoks, which probably could tell by the fact I've got a Ewok village. I want to try and get all of the Ewoks boxed. Now, I don't mind the fact that he's got a yellowed box, because that tends to mean that he's an old figure. It means it's not a repackage or anything like that. It's not a fake. So that tends to show that's real. Now, I paid $25 for that in a market stall in something called the Royal Arcade in Southport. Now, I'm happy with that. He's going to sit on my shelf with me Ewok village. Anyway, next out the bag is a PlayStation 1 game. Oddworld, Abe's Exodus, which you might be able to see. I picked that up at a charity shop for £2. That was a charity shop that's in Allerton. A charity shop that we don't usually find anything in. Me and my mate Glenn be going there all the time, and I swear I've never seen a game, let alone a good game. I've never seen a sports game, anything, a crappy brain training or anything. I've never seen anything like that, anything. So to find this in that charity shop was pretty good. It was in a display case. Now I asked the girl if I could check the discs and all that, because I know it's a 2-disc game. And obviously, if it's missing one of the discs, what's the bloody point? But both discs were there. Now, I've looked at both discs, and they're both in really nice condition. Really nice condition. And the manual, look at that. No folds or tears or nothing. £2 for Abe's Exodus Oddworld on the PS1. It's a good buy. It's a very good buy. Next out is going to be a Switch game. Now, I bought Sonic Mania on the Switch because, well, I'm a Nintendo fan, but I love Sega and Sonic the Hedgehog. Obviously, the inside is the reversible sleeve. I've got what claims to be an instruction manual, and obviously the cart. I'm going to leave it that way around, despite the fact that has the red spine that'll match the rest of me Switch games. I think I'd rather keep that like that, because that says Mega Drive. What the fuck are you on about? So there's a Switch game. What's next? Oh, another Switch game. Now I picked this up for £10. I don't know anything about the game, but my mate Andy, who's really, really big gamer, said that he played a version of this, or an original version, or something to do with this game on, I think it was Xbox 360 back in the day, when you used to get, well, when you first started getting a free game each month, or some free games each month when you were on Xbox Live. I think he said this was one of the first few games that came on there, and or at least an earlier version. This was one of the first games came on there. He said it was a pretty good game, so I think £10 for that is pretty decent. I like the fact that it's got a reversible cover as well. I think that all games should really have something like that. You know, not going to give you the manual anymore. At least give you some different covers. Next out the bag is going to be another charity shop buy. Now I paid £2 for this, which it actually says on the bloody top. In a charity shop, the Roy Castle Lung Cancer charity shop on Smithdown Road. Now I don't actually have a PlayStation 3, but my girlfriend does, and she loves these kinds of games. She doesn't have Oblivion, but look, the map is still in there. The map's in really good condition. Looks like nobody's ever touched the map. The manual's never been touched by the looks of it. And the disc doesn't have a mark on it. Doesn't have a mark on it. Lovely condition. It's a Game of the Year edition. Now I know obviously the platinum is obviously a horrible silvery crap. Well, platinum-y crap. But because it's the Game of the Year edition, it should have all of the downloads on it. By the way, I paid £20 for that Sonic the Hedgehog game. £20. Next out the bag is it's a Super Famicom game. It's called Front Mission Gun Hazard. Now, I saw a video of this on SNES Drunk's channel, I think it was, and he said it was a pretty good game. So I picked it up. I paid I think it was £12 with postage and packing, and the condition of the box is stunning. You know, it's stunning. There's no marks on it really. What I like about the Japanese Super Famicom games is the manual. The manual actually fits inside of that, rather than the NTSC or the PAL region games in which the manual had to sit on top of the cardboard thing. And, you know, this fucking flap here constantly ruined them. It constantly ruined them. So I like the Japanese ones. Obviously the manual looks to be in decent condition. There's a couple of scuffies on it. And then the game cartridge. The game cartridge is really, really nice. I don't know if that's original packaging that was in the original game or if that's just been added later on, but I'm going to keep it in the packaging. Obviously the game itself's going to come out and go in my games up there, so I may as well take it out now. Get in there. Next out the bag is going to be a GameCube game. I paid 50p for that. WrestleMania X8. Now it's a GameCube game I don't have, and any GameCube game I don't have, I am willing to put in my collection, even if it's the crappiest of the crap, especially for 50p. Now I get that again in a charity shop, the Roy Castle charity shop on Smithdown Road. It doesn't have its manual, but don't really need its manual, do you, when it's a wrestling game? What can it bloody tell you? But yeah, this GameCube game for the collection. Next out is another GameCube game. Now this was £1.50, but I've always loved the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. Always loved them. The soundtracks are fun, games are fun, and it's worth £1.50. It's complete with its manual. If I remember right, all these games I got from that Roy Castle charity shop, all the discs were pretty clean. All of them were clean. But yeah, £1.50. I'm happy with that. Next to come out is going to be Spider-Man for the GameCube. Now that cost me £1. Again in the same Roy Castle lung cancer charity shop. It doesn't have its manual, but from what I've heard, this is a good game. I think this is supposed to be a very good game. So I've picked it up. It's a game I didn't have, so it goes in my GameCube collection. Always happy to add games to my GameCube collection. Next to come out is going to be this cost me £1. Now I don't know anything about this game except it's made by Hudson, and when it comes down to it, Hudson are a company that I have a bit of respect for. You know, I love the Bomberman games. I fucking love them, so I always give them a little try. Now it's called Wing Island, and it is complete with its manual. Oh, what's that? Oh, an unscratched off Club Nintendo card. I like that. I always like to see them in there. I didn't realise that was in there. That's cool. That's very cool. I know they can't be used nowadays, but they're still cool. Wing Island. I don't even know what kind of game it is. Only the Wii simple control. Oh, for fuck's sake, I have to dance in front of the TV, don't I? Bastard. Fucking bastard. Could give you the freedom to perform acrobatic feel. Oh, feet. I thought it said feels. So fucking, why are you putting white text over in front of a cloud, you bastards? And fly in 5 plane formations with the greatest of ease. Feel the exhilaration of soaring through the open skies. It's a game. I don't know anything about it, and games like these tend to be worth putting in your collection. It was only £1. I haven't even done any research to see if it's worth any more than that. It might only be worth £2 or £3. Yeah, it was only £1. There's got to be £1 worth of entertainment in that. Got to be. Next out is the cream of the crop when it came to that charity shop. Now it cost me £6 for Punch Out. And it's a fantastic edition. It's got its manual. The game's got no scratches on it. Very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. Because that currently goes for somewhere between £15 to £25. So to get it for £6 in a charity shop, it's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain. Always willing to help the charity shops out as well by buying stuff off them as cheap as I can. Okay then, next out is going to be Wii U games. Now I have to buy at least 2 Wii U games each month. And this month I've picked up Lego Jurassic World. I paid £6 for this in CEX. It doesn't have a manual, which is a shame. It's a big fat shame. But it's a Wii U game for me, Wii U collection. And as you know, I'm trying to get a big Wii U collection. Oh. Next to come out is Lego Star Wars for the Wii U. Now I paid £5 for this in a CEX again. I actually bought all my Wii U games this period in the same CEX. No manual again, but £5. Again, there's got to be £5 worth of fun in there. Next out, Lego Avengers. Yeah, I'm really going for the Lego games this time around. They were cheap, and that's what I'm going for. This was £6 as well. This does have its manual, which seems to double as some sort of a poster. But yeah, £6, Wii U game. Yet another one for the collection. Next up is going to be haha, Lego Hobbit. Again, another Lego game for the Wii U. This comes complete. Again, that was just £6 in the same CEX. Last out is going to be Terraria. How would you say that? Terraria? Terraria? Terraria. Terraria. I don't know. But it's a 505 games, which I'm pretty sure Funky Barn, which I bought the other week, was made by 505 games, so this is supposed to be a good game. That might actually mean that Funky Barn's a good game. I fucking doubt it, but it might mean it. But yeah, now that cost me £10 in CEX. I know that's not dirt cheap, but it's a game I didn't have. It's a game I should pick up for my collection, and now it's in it. Okay then, well looks like it's the Wii U games done. But I did pick these 2 things up. They cost me £1 each on eBay. Just 2 amiibo cards for Animal Crossing. I don't really know what the bloody hell to use these for. All I know is I bought them because my cousin's a big Smash Brothers player, and if you use any amiibos, even if they're not usable as characters on the game, they give you souls or something in the game. So we picked these up so that he could have some more souls, because that's what we do, we collect souls. So yeah, some amiibos. Right then, Next then is cartridge-based games by the looks of it. And first up is an NTSC copy of Dennis the Menace for the Super Nintendo. I paid like £4 for this on eBay. I don't know much about the game. It's probably shit. It's probably really shit. But I picked it up because I am collecting for the Super Nintendo and I don't have that game. It's made by Ocean. Did Ocean still make good games at that point? Did Ocean ever make good games? I quite liked Ocean when I had a Sinclair Spectrum. Next to come out is going to be Sonic Blastman 2. Now I picked this game up on eBay. I paid £29 for it. It's quite a lot of money for just a regular Super Nintendo game. But it's apparently a very good game. A very good game. The seller gave me a free gift as well with that game. Apparently, this the next one out. Apparently, he couldn't sell this game because some of it he wasn't quite sure about how legit the game was. So he said the person who buys one of his games off him at the highest price, he'll give this to him as a free gift. He said it works, but he's unsure how legit any of it was. And it's a copy of Undercover Cops for the Super Nintendo. Now, actually is a legit copy. The only problem is somebody at some point had damaged it or something because it's got a Super Famicom back on it. Well, it's actually it's a PAL region game. So someone's damaged it and replaced the back with a Super Famicom back. But there was a little problem. Like, the game wasn't actually sat in it properly. I think it was back to front or something. When I took it out, it weren't actually in the little pins that it actually fits into. But I didn't even need to replace anything. I just put it back where it went, closed it up again, and it worked. So I got a free copy of a fantastic game. And that's like, oh fuck me, like a £30 game that he gave me for free because he wasn't quite sure about what was going on with it. You know, respect to the lad, he didn't sell it because he wasn't sure if it was real or not. That's all I say. Next out is going to be, oh Jesus Christ. Now I picked this up because it cost me like £2 with like £1 postage packing. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know if you can read that there. It's called Space Football. It's an NTSC game for the Super Nintendo. Now, if you actually look at the front of it, you seem to be in little tiny spaceships or something. That can't be good. I've never heard of this game ever. It really can't be good. But for a few quid, it's a game for the Super Nintendo collection. Okay, then next to come out is going to be another NTSC game. Oh, and it's a sticker-worn Tasmania Devil. Or Tasmania, sorry. Made by Sunsoft. The sticker's a little bit worn on it, but this game cost me like £3 posted. It's a game for me Super Nintendo collection, so if I remember right, this is a completely different game than the one that came out on the Mega Drive. A completely different game. Now, if I remember this actually plays, like a racing game, like you're running straight forwards, Mode 7 style or something like that. I'm not quite sure. That's if I'm right. No, the Mega Drive one's shocking. The controls are fucking awful on it. And then you have to try and jump over a ledge, well, a little hole onto another ledge, and he doesn't jump well. Shit. Next to come out is going to be Pinball Fantasies for the Super Nintendo. Now, I've actually got this game on the Atari Jaguar. It's a decent game, but when I found it on the Super Nintendo, going for like, I think it cost me £4.50 or £5. It was something like that. It wasn't too expensive. It wasn't cheap. It was a good price. So I picked that up. It's worth picking up. I like pinball games. Okay then, next out is going to be Sonic 3D. Sonic 3D for the Sega Mega Drive. I've never played this game. Never played it. I don't know if it's good or not. I know the reputation it's got for being a bit difficult. And I don't mean because it's a hard game, it's because it's fucking hard to control. But it's a cartridge-based game that I didn't already have. Okay then, next out is going to be... now I bought this yesterday in... Well, it's still in its cash converters bag. And I paid $6.99. In fact, there's stickers on... Oh no, I've took the sticker off. I paid $6.99 for it. It came with its manual, weirdly enough. And it's called Warp Speed. And it's for the Super Nintendo. It's made by Accolade. I've never even heard of this game. Never heard of it. But $6.99, it's a game I didn't have. It's a game going in my collection. And an instruction manual, which now needs to go into my loose instruction manual pile, which is ever growing. It feels like the last two things now. First of them is Batman for the NES. Now this is a great game. This is a great game. I've never actually played it though, so it's only coming from the opinion of someone who's watched other people play the game. But everybody who's played it, everybody raves about this game. Like SNES Drunk loves this game. So I didn't pick it up. Story behind this is my mate Glenn, Captain Nelg. He found a bundle of games that were going. Not 100% sure what the bundle costs, but this and one other game in the bundle was something I needed, and he had them. Now this is like a £20 game, maybe £25 now. And he said to me, listen, I know you don't really have the cash right now because I'm going on holiday in a few weeks, to just throw a big chunk of money at me for these things. It's halfway through the month. So what you do is just basically replace the games. Buy me something back. Like we always buy each other games or give each other games. We know what each other wants. We know what each other likes. So I'm going to pick up a good game for him. In fact, I've got two great games in my sights that I'm going to grab for him. Which unfortunately means that when I buy one of them games, I'm going to have to buy myself a copy because I don't have one of them games. But I've got two great games eyeballed up for him to replace this Batman, the Sunsoft version for the NES, and this, which is a fantastic game, and it's an expensive game too. And it's Ghostbusters 2, the new Ghostbusters 2, made by HAL Laboratories. Now that game is very, very good. It's very good. The regular Ghostbusters 2 is shocking. Ghostbusters is shocking. Ghostbusters 2, the HAL Laboratories, new Ghostbusters 1, it's a fucking good game. It's like a bit of a topish, downish kind of look. It plays a little bit like Zombies Ate My Neighbours. The quality of the graphics on it is really fucking good as well. Really fucking good. So, yeah, Glenn passed me them. I own a game or two games that come to like the value of what they cost, which I've got two really good games in my sights for him. I think that's everything. I think the bag is now empty. Yes, it is. The bag is empty. Apart from the bloody cardboard. Anyway, guys, I'm Gazz Cavalera. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And please tune in again when I will have another bag full of games. And then bye.